Today on Sir Superhero's Freak of the Week, we're going to be talking about Thor. Though not this Thor, I don't mean this one, I mean the original Thor. The first Thor that Marvel ever published. Yeah, this is the guy that I mean. Let me explain. Thor Odin's Son, as we know him today in the Marvel sense, first debuted in Journey into Mystery number 83 from 1962. But 3 years prior to that, in the at-the-time horror anthology Tales to Astonish, Marvel debuted a different Thor, this time spelled with 2 R's, who had nothing to do with the future version of the character. This Thor, or as I will refer to him to annoy people, Thor Classic, was a stone alien sent to Earth a very long time ago who had since just been waiting for his correct time to conquer the planet. Thor had been dormant on the planet for quite a long time, as the cover of his comic makes very clear with the tagline that reads, quote, "This is Thor, the monster who waited 1,000,000 years to destroy the world." Which, not the catchiest tagline I've ever read, Marvel. In Thor Classic's very short comic, an archaeologist discovers these gigantic stone structures, obviously inspired by the Easter Island Moai heads, and quickly realizes that at least one of them is alive. The archaeologist accidentally awakens one of these heads and learns that the monster intends to call more of his kind from deep space so that they can take over Earth. But rather than stopping this plot, he just kind of lets it happen, and the other members of Thor Classic's species soon arrive. And then, shortly after the spaceship arrives on the island, the dude throws a bundle of dynamite into a volcano that was just sitting at the island's center, and that causes the volcano to erupt, and the alien ship gets destroyed, and all the giant stone monsters sink to the bottom of the ocean. And that's the end of the storyline. These anthology horror comics were not complicated. Since his first appearance, Thor Classic has had a couple quick cameos alongside other original Marvel monsters, and he did amazingly get a solo variant cover where he actually looks pretty cool. He's not in the comic this was on, it was on a Squirrel Girl book, it was just a variant for fun, but still. His funniest appearance, though, would be in a reprint of his original story that came out in 1970. Though 1970 was after Thor Odin's Son debuted to great popularity, so to avoid confusion, Marvel just changed the monster's name to Thorg with a G and never addressed it. So Marvel wants to bury Thor Classic, but now all of you watching know, whenever you hear the phrase, "the mighty Thor," this is who you should think of. Seriously, in his original comic, they call him the Mighty Thor, and then Odin's Son stole that name. Wild.